I'm starting.
For the millions watching at home, this is Tripod MMA. Now, let's get started with your host, Cody Furlong.
Alright, welcome to the third edition of Tripod MMA. This one is for UFC 127 in Sydney, Australia. I'm Cody Furlong, this is Scott Harris. And the first three fights are going to be aired. They're going to be on Ion TV or Sportsnet, depending on where you are. The first fight is Nick Ring versus Ricky Fukuda. I feel like I've said this 100 times now. But I think Nick Ring is going to take it. He's the tough veteran. They both have lots of experience, but I'm going with the Canadian this time.
I'm going to go with Nick Ring.
Calm it down. The next fight is James Tahuna versus Alexander Gustafsson. And I said that I wasn't going to pick against Gustafsson after the Serial the Body fight, but I'm going to break my own rule. I'm going to pick James Tahuna, and he's going to win this one in front of his hometown crowd.
Well, rules were meant to be broken, so he's going to break his own rule, but I'm not. Go with Gustafsson.
The next fight is Ross Pearson versus Spencer Fisher. Now these both guys, they like to scrap, and I feel like Spencer Fisher's hit his peak. Ross Pearson, he just came off a pretty bad loss. I feel like it was a bad day for him, though. He's going to pick it back up, and I'm taking Pearson.
I think if the main card goes too short, I think this is the fight that they're going to show. But I'm going to go with Spencer Fisher because I don't think he's past his prime. Just saying. My words, if he wins, you know who picked him. You know who didn't. Which I did.
Main card, the pay-per-view. First fight is Chris Camozzi versus Kyle Note. I like both guys. They're both off tough. And they both like to scrap, but I'm going to take Chris Camozzi. I just feel like he has a little bit more heart than Kyle Note does. And so I'm taking the American.
I'm going to go with Note over Camozzi. Though I do have Camozzi on Twitter. I'm sorry, buddy. Go with Note. If you win, hey, I'll say that I didn't pick you. I'm not going to be one of these guys that jump on the bandwagon.
Alright, the next fight is Chris Lytle against Brian Ebersol. Now, Chris Lytle was supposed to fight Carlos Condit, but Condit got injured and had to back out. Ebersol has 62 fights, I believe. He's on a maybe 4 or 5 fight win streak. And he's going to be a contender, but I think Chris Lytle's going to take him.
You know what? I'll tell you the truth, man. I don't even care about this fight. I was only wanting this fight because of Carlos Condit. Next.
Did you even pick a winner?
No, I don't even care. Next.
Alright, the next fight, George Soteropoulos versus Dennis Seaver. Soteropoulos, he's fighting in Australia in his home country. I think he's above Dennis Seaver. I was kind of surprised when they announced the fight. So I'm going to take Soteropoulos. Probably submission in the first or second round. It's not going to go to a finish. The only thing I've got to watch out for is the liver kick. Dennis Seaver can kick.
I'm going with George Soteropoulos. Never go against him. I haven't yet, so I'm going to keep going with him until, well, I'm on the bandwagon, so I might as well keep going with him. Even if he loses, I'll keep going with him.
Alright, the next fight, Michael Bisping versus George Rivera. They say on the Countdown show they both have knockout power. I strongly disagree with Michael Bisping being able to knock people out. So I'm taking George Rivera for this fight. Hopefully it's a Dan Henderson style knockout where Bisping is just out cold. So let's see the bread on his back.
Well, I'm going to go with Bisping over this one. I like both fighters, but I don't know. I think the veteran in Michael Bisping is going to take this fight.
You want a better drink on it?
No, I'm good.
Alright. BJ Penn versus John Fitch is the main event for this card. Now, BJ Penn could come out and knock him out real quick, just like he did to Matthews. But I believe John Fitch is going to use the superior technique, bring him to the ground, and lay on him for 3 rounds. I'm taking John Fitch by decision.
Well, I know I've said bandwagon a few times today, but I'm not going to ever jump on the BJ Penn bandwagon. Don't like him. I don't give a shit if he's one of the best 155-pound weight champions in the world. Still. But, like for John Fitch, I think Jay-Z puts it the best. He's got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one, and that bitch is BJ Penn. And he doesn't have a problem with BJ Penn. He's going to beat him.
Alright, thank you for watching Tripod MMA. A little post notes. You don't have to keep watching, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to. 2 fights that aren't going to be aired on TV unless the card goes short. One is Anthony Parawish versus Tom Blackledge. I'm going to take Parawish. He's the Australian. He fought Mirko Krokop on the last Australia card. He lost because of a cut. I didn't believe he should have lost. I thought the fight should have gone on, so I'm taking Parawish.
Oh, and these fights are going to be on Facebook, so go on Facebook. I think it's on the UFC fan page, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on the UFC fan page, so just go there. It usually starts about 8. I think these cards are going to start at. I'm going to go with pair 2. I think it should be a good fight. I don't know. I hope the light heavyweights can kind of get up there and be better entertaining than a lot of the other fight weight
I'd say the most boring division is middleweight, but I think light
heavyweight's up there too.
Okay, and the other fight.
The featherweights! Love the featherweights.
I guess now he said featherweight, we're going to talk about it. Zhang Kwan versus Jason Reinhardt.
You don't think it was good enough to talk about right now?
This is another fight on Facebook. I don't know much about either guys. I'm going to take Reinhardt. He's the American. I'm probably going to pick wrong, but who knows?
I'm going to go Reinhardt. I think it's going to be an entertaining fight. Featherweights are always entertaining. Thank you, Dana White, for bringing WEC to UFC. A lot of people were kind of didn't really agree with it. Like our friend Dustin French over here. If you want to talk to him, go to Dustin French on Facebook and tell him that you disagree with him, saying that WEC does not belong in the UFC. Thank you.
All right, now 2 preliminary cards. These aren't aired anywhere. It's I guess the first fight is Michael Jusico versus Clint Warburton. I've seen Clint fight a couple times. He's not bad. I'm gonna take him.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about these two, so I'm going to go with Kurt on this one. I hope it's a good fight, and maybe if it's a good enough fight, they'll show it on the main card, maybe. But I think the fight that's going to be shown on the main card, if this card goes too short, is going to be the Ross Pearson-Spencer Fisher fight.
It's going to get shown anyways. It's on
Right, true. But it's going to be shown on the main card, too, if it's good.
And then the last fight is going to be Mark Hunt versus Chris Tershikshire. I think Mark Hunt has no reason for being in the UFC at all. He lost his last fight to Sean McCorkle. He's on a 6-fight losing streak, and I think Chris Tershikshire is going to bring it up to 7. So I'm taking Tershikshire probably by decision.
I don't know why Mark Hunt's here, but I think Bigfoot Silva should be here in the UFC instead. Yeah, Bigfoot Silva. He beat Theodore. Yeah, the greatest of all time. I don't think so. I'm sorry. Okay, go.
All right. Thanks for watching.